16 years ago, I was living in a shelter home in Brownsville, Brooklyn. 15 years ago, I was living in East River Projects in Harlem, going to train sessions with Coach Alex, just hoping for a chance to go to college. 14 years ago, I was sleeping on the subway with a lot of drive and not a lot of resources, but a lot of hope to make this dream become a reality. 13 years ago, I was 17 years old, standing in front of NFL athletes Prince Amukamara and Roy Helu, tonight Michael Cox, and thousands of people at a banquet all the way in Omaha, Nebraska. That night, I shared my story of overcoming adversity by finally receiving the resources necessary to become a non-statistic of my circumstances. A homeless, fatherless kid from an impoverished neighborhood attending poor-performing public school systems. I graduated Boys Town High School on time and went on to play sports in college at the NCAA Division II level and achieved my bachelor's degree and then my master's degree with multiple gold standard certifications in my respective field of strength and conditioning. Noted, 13 years later, I'm back in New York City as a coach, mentor, and director within About You. The work I'm doing today is overseeing a portion of a nonprofit because I felt obliged to the youth in the city who are going through similar struggles, who are more limited in resources, that are following a similar path that I may have traveled, and helping them navigate to the next steps in their life. It was very, very important to me that I contributed to the places that helped me out and multiplied the opportunities that I was given. What drives me every day used to be my past, right? And always feeling like this weight on me to make it out from my circumstances. And that still gives me a little bit of my drive, but what drives me more than anything is the kids I work with on a day-to-day basis. Looking around and seeing how enthusiastic they are, how much energy they give, even when they sometimes might not want to come and study and might not want to come and train and, do what they have to do, but they get it done. And it just reminds me of a place that I was once at when I was super ambitious as a kid.
I met him at the age of 13. And from that point on, I realized there's just so much potential in Tyler, but there was a lot that was going on outside of just the sporting arena. He had so much passion, so much energy, but not a clear pathway. And immediately once Boys Town presented itself, he was the first candidate that I thought of. He, just had all of the sort of intangibles to take on that responsibility or opportunity and maximize, and that's exactly what he did.
I've been blessed to be able to help more Boys Town kids, whether that is through referring them to Boys Town or just simply training them here in New York City and bridging that gap that was bridged for me years ago. And I couldn't be prouder of them for following through and trusting me to help them become better citizens in the world, whether that was simply through sports training or if it was through a little bit of the mentorship and guidance I was able to provide them over the years. There are a lot of major highlights, but what I see and what I'm most proud of is all of the kids that have leveled up from their circumstances that could not dream of being in the positions that they are today.